Have you heard? Two incredible media brands, Feisty Media and Another Mother Runner, have merged. And our first athletic step together is the Grand Traverse, an epic trail adventure, October 3rd, 2026, in beautiful Duluth, Minnesota. In this Choose Your Own Adventure format event, you pick your distance, from 10 miles to 27 miles, and whether you want to hike or run it. Whatever you choose, you'll be supported from your first step to the finish line by an incredible community of goal-oriented women led by Another Mother Runner's Dimity McDowell and Feisty Media's Celine Yeager. Join us today to get a comprehensive training program and virtual group coaching, plus group activities and support in Duluth. Head to feisty.co/events and look for the Grand Traverse to grab your spot today. That's feisty.co/events and use the code FEISTY20 to get $20 off when you register.
Back Feisties. This is Kelly O'Mara here with Katie Zaferis, and today we have two young athletes joining us. Kasey Madsen won the Olympic distance national title at USAT Collegiate Club Nationals, and Maya Reilly won the draft legal race and national title. And Maya's coached by Katie, which I was saying, I kind of want to hear all the gossip about what being coached by Katie is like. Sure,
Me too.
Terrible. Yeah. So we're going to talk all about your guys' how you guys started in triathlon, the national championship race. I want to hear if college tries changed since I did it. It's probably totally the same. But to start, I want to hear, Maya, you said your graduation's coming up this weekend, and Kasey, you said your graduation was last weekend. So what did you both major in? What did you graduate with? And what are you doing to celebrate?
Well, I majored and graduated with an integrated physiology degree, which is basically, I feel like nobody's heard of the major, but basically it's just kind of studying like how the body moves. A lot of students use it as their jumping ground into like medicine or and in terms of graduation festivities, I just mostly hung out with my parents. They flew in from out of town, and we just went on hikes and went on bike rides and stuff like that. Just kind of enjoyed the nice weather that we had.
Right, you're in Boulder, and Triathlon Instagram is telling me Boulder had a snowstorm in May.
Yes, we had about 5 inches on my car this morning, so that was pretty fun. Most of it hasn't really stuck around, at least, or it's starting to melt off because it's getting warmer. But
Oh man.
And where are you from, Kasey?
I'm originally from the Bay Area in California.
Okay, so not used to, well, not that you're not used to
snowstorms
snow.
in
I'm
May.
sure you are now, but
I've been conditioned over time, yes, but not originally.
And Maya, all I know is that you work with lemurs. What is your major? Yeah.
Yeah, I am a biology and evolutionary anthropology major.
Okay.
So, yeah, I do a lot of lemur research and other primate research.
Wow. Okay. And what are you guys going to do to celebrate graduation this weekend?
I think my whole family's coming down, so I think we're going to do a bunch of fun random things in the area, go to a bunch of fun Durham restaurants, and then just hang out.
Cool. You're at Duke, right? So you're about 30 minutes from Katie. So you guys just, do you see each other every day? I'm going to get all the details, but I'm very curious about how this works.
Yeah, usually like at least once a day, like morning swim and then sometimes an afternoon practice. So I'm based in Durham, which is like 30 minutes away from Cary. So I drive over to Cary every day. Get my
yeah.
I want to hear all about how you guys got started in triathlon, but usually we start with like news and kind of what people have been up to. And I want to ask you, what is the most exciting race you think has happened so far this year? Like the result that you've been like, this is crazy. And I'm asking this partially because right now, while we're recording, I don't know if you guys have been following, the Cocodona 250-mile race is happening. And the woman, Rachel Entrekin, is about to set the overall course record, like, and beat all the men. And apparently so many people are following, their like website keeps crashing.
Wow. So cool.
That's amazing.
So it's really cool. So that's my pick for this week. But what have you guys thought was like the most exciting thing this year?
I think
Sorry, while they think, can you tell me how long does a Cocodona 250 take?
Oh, multiple days. Like 2 nights is all I got from. And then they're like, well, she slept for 10 minutes. She's ready to go again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's my roommate was watching a running race downstairs, and I was like, "What are you watching?" But that makes sense now. I think the most exciting race I've watched this year was the World Triathlon race in Uzbekistan. That one was pretty fun. That's also one of the only ones I've watched this year, so I'll pick that one.
Perfect.
I haven't watched any races from start to finish this year, but I caught the tail end of the Ironman Texas race. I got off a long ride and I turned it on, and I was amazed to see Christian Blumenfeld, especially like his race or like the run section of his race. It was incredible.
He's running really fast this year. Like I feel like he's gotten like another level of fast.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And he's also doing, what was that? It was like his fifth race in a very, well, fourth or fifth race in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah. Do you, Kasey, which triathlon do you tend to follow the most?
Long course, short course. Yeah.
I would say it depends on the mood I'm in and also how long the ride indoors I have. But I think generally I lean more towards 70.3 just because I feel like I can settle in a little bit more with watching it. Like, it's not, it's a little more calming, I guess. But I really enjoy watching the short course as well. I think I know more of the 70.3 athletes than I do short.
Fair.
Cool.
And Katie, you actually did a race this weekend.
Oh, well, I went
You
to a
went
race.
to a race.
I
Sorry.
went to a race. I was like, I don't think I raced.
Well, did you do like a 5K or was the 5K last weekend? And I missed
the 5K was last weekend. We didn't even talk about it on the podcast. You
didn't
totally
even talk about
bypassed
it.
me. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I went to East Coast Tri Festival, which is a race in Richmond or just outside of Richmond. And we had 4 athletes racing, and one of my junior athletes was racing. And it's more known for the junior series race. So like that one sells out in minutes for that event. And then for the open draft legal races, I wouldn't say it was like heavily prescribed, but it was a really good option close by for our athletes to race draft legal. And it was open. It was draft legal open. So the men and women raced together. And we had 2 men and 2 women who were with us. And one of the athletes, actually Rachel Working, she's just visiting, but she was just visiting us. But she came out of the water before our men did. And the men had a code word pineapple to let her know when they were coming so that she had the best chance to get on their wheels. So it was like super cool to be able to race. I love that it's mixed gender racing. I think that's
because
awesome.
they were, I see. Yeah. I was like sitting here for a second. I was like, why? She can't get on their wheels. And I was like, all right. Because it was all
She
together.
can. She can. And it was super, I mean, yeah, I just think, I thought it was super cool. So hoping that there's more races like that.
Interesting. Is that good practice though? Because it's not like you get men in world triathlon races.
No, but you do have stronger athletes in world triathlon races. And like, it kind of depends on how technical the course is, because I mean, if it were like a straight shot, you'd probably be able to hang on like for a bit longer, but just in the technical natures of courses and like the accelerations in and out of corners, that tends to have like the biggest difference. So, and I mean, it's open. So it's not just like our athletes racing. It's like, I mean, I don't know the age, the demographic, but I know there was like 60-year-olds in the race, and there were younger athletes too. And they had a mixed relay, 2-person mixed relay, and they had whatever makeup, and everybody raced together. And Graham Hummel and I can't remember his little brother's name. He's one of the junior athletes, but they raced together. It was the sweetest thing. It was so they did their relay together and handed off. But yeah, it was a really cool, I mean, it was a really nice atmosphere and like a lot of different options in racing. So it was neat.
I'm trying to decide if I would jump in an open draft legal race with who knows who. Kasey, would you? I'm not gonna ask Maya because I'm sure she has to say yes because Katie's here. But
Drop into what was it? Sorry.
drop into an open draft legal race with all kinds of people racing. Would you sign up for that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That sounds like so much fun. Oh my goodness.
And that is the main response that I get from anyone who I ask, which granted there's definitely a bias there. But Kelly, you are basically in draft legal races on a TT bike, which is far less safe.
I'm just like, this sounds dangerous. Katie, we didn't even talk. I did a race last weekend too. See, we totally didn't even talk about ourselves. We're just so focused on triathlon.
Yeah. Like let's keep it that way. We have 2 guests today, right. So we need to concentrate on both of
them. All right. I do want to talk about how you guys got into triathlon. So Maya, you came from the junior circuit, and Kasey, I think you did a kids triathlon, but you actually, didn't really start until college. So tell us both, Maya, you can start. Tell us how you got into triathlon, what got you started, why you wanted to do it at such a young age.
Yeah, I got into it when I was like 5, I think, because my older sister, who's a couple years older than me, she did her first like little mini kids triathlon. This was like barely a triathlon, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I decided that I needed to do one right then. So I bugged my parents until they signed me up for like a race. I don't think it really even counts as a triathlon. It was like swimming across the pool, 2 laps of a parking lot and 1 lap running. So kind of a race, but I got Rice Krispie treats at the end. And after that, I knew I wanted to do many, many more of them. So my parents kind of started a little club triathlon team at my hometown. So all my siblings all did triathlon and did the junior circuit too.
Are there a lot of kids races where you grew up? Because that's the first thing that jumps out to me is I'm like, okay, there's one in the summer here, but there isn't a whole circuit you could do.
There wasn't a lot. There was like a couple, maybe like 3 or so in the summer, maybe 4 that were like within an hour radius that we would drive to. And then my parents also like put on a race for a couple of years too. So there was, I think, a decent amount of racing opportunities for kids to try.
Wow. What is the junior circuit like? Are you traveling all over? Is it super serious?
Yeah. Okay. People take it very seriously. It's not that serious, I don't think, but it's a really great like draft legal racing opportunity. It's basically the only youth draft legal opportunity. So it's a set of like 4 or 5 races in the summer, and they're all over the country, like mostly on the Midwest or East Coast. And it's usually around the same people, same teams who do the whole thing. And the goal is to like qualify for the Junior Elite Nationals race in August.
Did you do that? The USAT one, the one that was in Milwaukee before. I don't remember where it is now.
Yeah. There's so many different nationals races, but yeah, it's one of those nationals races.
Okay. And you did it. And how was it? Because I will tell you, I watched it at the year it was in Milwaukee. And you kids, you were coming in so fast and hot into the transitions. I was very concerned.
I might be a little guilty of that too. But yeah, I really enjoyed that race. People do take it very seriously, and there's lots of questionable decisions, but very good practice. And that race is always really fun because it's like the whole atmosphere on the Junior Elite Nationals race is super fun. Like all the teams, it kind of reminds me of like the club triathlon nationals in college a little bit because there's a really strong team environment. So it was always a lot of fun.
That's cool. And Kasey, you did one of these kids triathlons as a kid, but you didn't join the Junior Elite Intense Circuit.
No. So I grew up on a summer swim team in my hometown, and every year they would put on, I think it was in like July, they would have this fundraiser for the team. That was a kids try, and it was very similar to what Maya was describing. You'd swim a couple of laps in the pool, and then we had a trail right behind the pool, and so you would bike along the trail, and then come back, drop your bike off, and then run. And everybody on my team hated it so much. Like, I don't think I know anybody who actually walked out or finished it and went, yeah, that was great. Let's do it again. It was kind of something that parents mostly force their kids to do. And when I, and so I another aspect of that is I didn't know that this was actually a sport. I thought I was just like, oh, we're just gonna swim and then bike and run. Sounds fun. When I was coming to college, though, I was looking at the different club teams because I grew up playing a lot of sports, and I saw that triathlon was one of them. EU, which just so happens to be one of the better programs in the country. And I had no idea about that at all. And I just thought I'd give it a try because I kind of had an idea of what level of pain it would be
Right.
to not only train and race. And I like doing hard things. So that's fun.
And does the CU club triathlon team work the same way? My understanding was, or like anyone can come out, you just show up, and then how serious you want to be kind of goes from there.
Yeah, exactly. We have a 2-week, it's called tryouts, but it's actually just like a free trial period. And then after that, if you pay your dues, then you're on the team.
How much do you meet up for CU Boulder, like during the season?
Yeah,
How
we meet up almost every week, every day, except for Wednesdays and Fridays. On Mondays, we meet up for swims. On Tuesdays, it's both the swim. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's a swim and a run that we do together. And then Saturdays is a bike ride together. Sundays is a run together.
And it's student run, right? Do you have a coach, or you
Yeah,
guys
we
do the
have
sessions?
Yeah, we have two coaches, or a head coach, an assistant coach, and then we have another assistant coach. And but the leadership itself is student led, and then yeah, it's a student organization. So
Sure. I feel like we should tell people, like, we've had to do this before, but I'm going to do it again. How college clubs work, what the college scene is. So a really quick primer is that in the US, there's an effort to make it NCAA. So there are NCAA like varsity type teams that race draft legal, sprint draft legal in the fall. Those teams operate under like the NCAA structure, even though it's not fully NCAA yet, but they are varsity teams. And then there's an entire club system that operates the same way every club at your college operates, the same as the fencing club and the chess club and at our school it was the Asian Business Association was the biggest club on campus. And then and the Tri Club. And so they are, to Katie's point, student run, varies at school to school whether or not they have a adult coach or if they just are making it up. I feel like it varies a lot, right, Kasey?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And there's a big college club nationals, and that's what we're kind of talking about. And so Maya, you also did club tri at Duke?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the president.
Right. Okay. I was like, wait a second. How big is the club at Duke? Because CU's huge. I went to Cal.
Yeah.
It's huge. How big is the one at Duke? Yeah.
Much smaller. It's grown since I've been there. Like when I joined, it was just like 10 or so people, and most of them were grad students who were leaving. But now we had around 20 at nationals, which was our biggest showing at nationals. Probably tiny compared to your guys' club, but yeah, we have around like 25 or so active members.
Oh, cool. And since you came up in the super serious junior scene, did you want to do college club just because that was like sounded fun and it was the best option, or were you kind of hoping to also still do draft legal racing and training?
I was
and all that?
Yeah, I was hoping to do NCAA triathlon. Like I was looking at, actually, University of Denver was pretty high on my list, but I also wanted to go to Duke because of the academics. So when I got into Duke, I decided that I didn't actually even know about the club triathlon scene. So I just kind of thought that was the end of the road for triathlon. So I took like a year and a half break or so from triathlon and just did school for a little bit and would like pop into the club triathlon practices. But I was kind of not really thinking that I would ever do a draft legal triathlon again.
Oh, wow. And here you are.
Here I am.
And so tell us about College Club Nationals weekend. It has evolved over the years. Back when I was in college, it was pretty much only the Olympic distance non-drafting race. We didn't let anyone just go draft off each other. It's crazy. And now I think there's a draft legal, a relay, and the non-draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you enter all of them?
Yeah. I love it. I've done it all 3 years, I think, or 3 out of the 4 years. I did all 3, so I wouldn't have it any other way.
Did you also enter all of the races, Kasey?
I did, yeah. For our team, they choose. It depends on how our team is, or I guess like how much talent we have on the team that year. But there's generally 1 or 2 people, a male and a female, who get selected to do all 3. And I was the lucky duck this year, so it was tons of fun though.
Well, because there's a strategy too amongst like the points, because this was something I had to learn. Well, last year I learned it a little bit, this year a little bit more, but like the the non-draft race actually counts for more as a team, correct? Mm-hmm. And I don't know where the mixed relay and the draft legal race fall, but you can be quite strategic, or teams are strategic at least. Is Duke strategic?
No.
Like, no.
No, I'm the only one that does any sort of draft legal triathlon. I don't think my teammates have any desire to do draft legal. So I was the only one there and the only one last year too. So which is fine.
Right. And like the points overall, they award I assume they still award a national team title and a men's champion and a women's. Who won this year?
The team that won overall was Queens, and then women's team, I actually don't remember who did.
Well, most importantly, how did you guys do?
Well, we're both champions, so I guess
I
pretty
meant the
well.
team. Sure, yeah, I know you're champions.
Gosh, I think CU's women's team came in 4th, I would say, and then our men's team was top 10, I think maybe 7th or 5th, something around there. I don't remember, to be honest.
Right. I was just curious because that used to be the thing that we all were like very focused on, the team title. So sounds like it's a whole strategy thing now and more complicated.
Yeah, it definitely is.
My other very important question about Nationals weekend, which was in Gulfport this week, and we can talk some more about the race, is do you guys still have a massive after party?
I don't know. Do we?
Oh, man.
I think there was.
No idea.
I didn't. I think
it
might have happened. It might not have.
I can't disclose while I'm on the call.
Right.
There's no after party.
After 3 races, though, I'm not going to an after party.
I think a lot of the time the coaches just kind of do this and walk away after the races and the awards and everything. At least that's what our coaches did. So
yeah.
I want to know if there was any costumes. Did you all wear any costumes? Because I definitely saw a lot of costumes in Gulfport.
Oh, yeah. The CU team, we were chefs this year, and we tried our best. We did not win the Spirit Award. So sad.
No.
Your guys'
No.
was
Spirit Award.
Yeah. So we had aprons and we had chef hats, and it was really fun.
That's awesome. And Duke, did you do anything?
No, we always at the start of the year are like, this is our year. We're gonna do costumes, and it goes downhill. We're just trying to keep practices afloat. So we just wore Duke shirts and called it a day.
Perfect.
But you guys had the little horns, which were really cute.
Oh yeah, we wore the horns for the relay, our little blue devil horn. So that was our spirit.
Wait, you were able to field a relay, Maya. There must have been at least one other person who wanted to do draft legal.
Yeah. There's another team who does 70.3 races and takes that pretty seriously, and so I got her to do the draft legal, a little begrudging. And then there are two guys who were totally down to do the relay. So I think they've never done any sort of draft legal before, but they were just excited to do the relay. And we had no expectations. We were just there for a good time. So we did have a good time.
See, Kelly, this is what I'm going to get you into by the end of our.
Relay. I did a relay once when I was in college. I did one time.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah. If you're not a good swimmer, it's not so draft legal, you know?
Yeah.
We have to be strategic. So you got to use the swimmer to put you in the race.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then I want to hear more about College Tri.
Meet your new Race Day Advantage, Orca's Athlex Aero Tri-Suit. This isn't your everyday tri-suit. It's built for speed where it matters most. With aerodynamic fabric strategically placed across the shoulders, arms, and back, it's designed to be aerodynamic on the bike while still giving you full freedom of movement in the water. And when the race heats up, Orca's Vapor Cool technology kicks in, actively helping your body regulate temperature by accelerating sweat evaporation. You also get a lightweight, quick-drying Tri-Tech chamois for comfort on the bike without feeling bulky on the run, and 2 back pockets to stash your nutrition for those longer efforts. The fit is compressive, race-ready, and built for performance. Plus, it comes in a very feisty blue color, which we love. Whether you're chasing a PR or just want to feel fast, the Athlex Aero Tri-Suit is designed to help you perform at your best across swim, bike, and run. Check it out now at the link in our show notes and use the code FeistyTry15 for 15% off all Orca products. That's FeistyTry15 for 15% off, and use the link in our show notes.
Have your next grand adventure at the Grand Traverse. It's a day of trail running or hiking, you pick your pace, with like-minded women powered by group coaching that allows you to bond and move all summer long. This Feisty Media, Another Mother Runner merger event is happening Saturday, October 3rd in Duluth, Minnesota, and you need to be part of it. The Grand Traverse is ideal if you're looking for a goal that lights you up, a structured 16 or 20-week training program to keep you moving and motivated all summer, and a community that truly feels like your people. You opt for the distance you want to cover, from 10 to 27 miles, and the method you want to cover it, hiking or trail running. During the event weekend, you get to hang with the women you've virtually trained with, plus Another Mother Runner co-founder Dimity McDowell and Celine Yeager of the Hit Play Not Pause podcast. Dimity's hiking 10 miles and Celine plans to run 21. The scenery is stunning. The October 3rd event is at the height of leaf peeping season, and Lake Superior definitely lives up to its name. And the camaraderie and conversation from the group members will keep you going strong too. The Grand Traverse is truly grand. Head to feisty.co/events and look for the Grand Traverse to secure your spot today. That's feisty.co/events and use the code Feisty20 to get $20 off when you register. The link will, of course, be in the show notes.
Let's face it, as much as most of us love being outdoors, sometimes the outdoors doesn't love us. Like when it's 10 degrees below or pouring rain, or sometimes you've got a workout on tap that's just hard to do outdoors. Well, great news. We have partnered with Wahoo to offer you a special deal on the Wahoo Kicker Run, a revolutionary rethink of the traditional treadmill that will convert even the most diehard treadmill haters. I know because I was one. The Kicker Run is engineered to bring outdoor running straight into your home. With a push of a button, you can set up this machine to match your pace automatically, so you can just run, and it automatically adjusts with you instead of the other way around. By far, my favorite feature. It also has terrain simulation, so the deck feels like I'm on hard-packed trails with just enough give but no bounce. There's even a lateral tilt feature which mimics real-world terrain, varying the side-to-side angle to keep your muscles ready for outdoor running. Finally, the Kicker Run has unmatched connectivity. It seamlessly connects to the Wahoo ecosystem and third-party apps, so you can simulate routes from Strava or Zwift. Whether you're a triathlete, a devoted runner, or someone who just loves to stay fit, the Kicker Run is there for you, and honestly, it's just a beautiful machine. We love it, we know you will too, so check this thing out. Click the link in the show notes and use the code Feisty2026, all caps Feisty2026, to get a free Headwind Smart Fan valued at $300 with the purchase of a Wahoo Kicker Run today. I will drop a link in the show notes to make it a snap.
All right. A lot of our audience is very curious about the kind of college triathlon, college club triathlon. And the event itself is known for being, we kind of mentioned, costumes and like super fun. Did you guys have a good time? Was it fun? How many people were there this year?
I mean, I don't know about Duke. I had a ton of fun. And like my team always has a ton of fun. It's just the energy is unmatched to any other race I've been to. I've been to 70.3 Worlds. I've been to USAT, the age group nationals, and Collegiate Club nationals is way like above and beyond that, because everybody's there not only for a good time, but also you're around a bunch of other young kids, or I guess like college level or college aged kids, and so your energy just kind of bounces off one another. Everybody's supporting each other and just there for the love of the sport. And so it just makes it really, really fun and very energetic. The cheering is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it tied in? Because it was like a big weekend of racing with the America's Cups, and they did that in Miami, and they did that in Gulfport again to do it with Collegiate Club Nationals. Do you enjoy that? Or like, I know for Maya, like she had to choose kind of between which one she wanted to focus on. What do you think? Because on the other side of things, like to me, I'm like, I loved having Collegiate Club with the America's Cup because I thought it just elevated that level of like excitement and atmosphere for the World Triathlon race as well. So what's your take on it for both of you?
Maya, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, like you were saying, it was kind of sad to pick between doing the Conti Cup and the club nationals because I wanted to do both of them, if only they were on different days. But I really liked it. Like, I think it's a great idea to just like bring more races together. And like they also had the like just the age group race the day after all the club stuff too. So it was like 3 sides of triathlon coming together, which I think is always really cool, like just bringing more spectators in. And then like everyone gets to see the other side of racing. Like I was talking to people like from the club world about Conti Cups who have never heard of Conti Cups before, and we're really excited to watch it. So I think that was a really cool aspect.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it was really neat to have people who have gone on and taken the sport really professionally around kids that are also in college or around age groupers, because it gives you that insight into, oh, well, what would it look like if I took this to the next level? And yeah, it amps up like the publicity. It amplifies the crowds and like the people that are there to support triathlon. And I think it is a really cool feature that they've brought in the last year or two.
And Kasey, obviously Katie was quizzing you about training before, but I also assume in addition to the team practices, you are training some more on your own in order to win. Yeah. I assume not everyone does, but in order to win, one has to. And so are you, you're fitting that around your classes and everything. Are you basically planning on continuing that level of training? Are you thinking about taking it pro?
Definitely. Yeah. I through this race, I finally was able to earn like my elite pro card, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to be starting that journey this summer, which is really exciting. It's been a big goal of mine for the last like year or two. So yeah, I'm just thrilled to be moving into this new world of track, and maybe I'll get to race alongside not alongside some of my collegiate peers, but getting to be around them racing and do my own would be cool.
What's
America's.
And what's your race on your schedule for
what's going to be your
this
first
summer?
pro
Yeah.
pro race?
If I get into it, because that's another thing is I don't have any world triathlon points at the moment. I had to have all of this explained to me by someone about how all that works because I've had no clue. But if I am able to get into one of these races, then my first one or the two that I'm planning are Magog and Montreal. Yeah, I saw that you're on the wait list as well, so we'll see.
Are those Continental Cups?
Yeah.
America's Cups, but yeah.
Whatever, same fucking thing. Are you? So wait, you're going into the whole draft legal universe. You're not going to do non-draft. Oh,
Yeah. My current plan is I kind of so dipped into draft legal in the last like year or so, and I really liked it a lot. So I kind of want to try that out, explore it, and I think that for me, I really want to continue to work on my speed, young and fresh and fit or whatever. And I really enjoy 70.3, but I kind of want to try my hand at draft legal first.
And don't feel bad about not knowing everything about draft legal. There's a lot to know, so you just keep asking questions because I feel like even having quite a good career in draft legal, I'm still like, oh, whoops, that's how that works. Or
Yeah, it seems really complicated. Funny enough, I felt like even though 70.3 is a lot longer of a race, I kind of figured it out pretty quickly. Well, I don't know about figured it out, but like I've kind of the structure at least makes sense versus with draft legal it's like there's so many dynamics going on. It's very exciting.
Yeah, have fun figuring it out, like not in a that sounds like but I actually mean have fun figuring it out. Like don't feel stressed by it, you'll figure it out as you go.
Totally.
Are you okay? So you're on the wait list for a couple of America's Cups and you're waiting to see how that goes. Are you going to stay in Boulder and like just train, just go at it, or you have other plans now that you graduated?
Yeah, that's pretty much the goal. I mean, I'll have a job as well, which I'm still kind of ironing out the details with, but yeah, just time to grind and keep doing what I love. So
okay.
And is your coach your same as your collegiate club coach, or do you have a different coach for like not normal triathlon, but outside of club triathlon?
Yeah. So my only coaches have or up until like a week ago were just the CU team coaches. And I just asked specifically my coach, Dave, he could me with like a little bit of extra training, a little bit more structuring so that I could push myself to be the best I could be on race mats. And then I just decided that I wanted to work with Jeff about a week ago.
Wait, you blipped out. Who
I was like, did that be out for everybody? It's like the secret.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's the internet telling you something. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was, I just signed with Jessica West.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'll be working with her. She works with, I think, Erica Hawley and a couple of triathletes. It'll be a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That is cool. Well, good luck with that. I mean, and we don't mean that sarcastic. We mean actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine came out like super like have fun with that, but that's not.
Yeah. I got you.
And then Maya, you obviously already started with the OXO Collective with Katie, kind of even though you aren't graduating until this weekend, so you're kind of doing it while you're doing school. Tell us a little bit more, because Katie's obviously told us from her perspective about the OXO Collective, but tell us what it entails, like for you, and are you going to be moving there now that you're graduated?
Yeah. So right now, I live like 30 minutes away from most of my teammates and where we do all of our training. So I mostly commute over there, and like train around school times and stuff. So it's pretty busy. Well, now that I'm done with classes, it's a little less busy, but after graduation, I'm going to move out to Cary. So I'll be where all the action is, and I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
She'll be in walking distance.
Walking distance.
Can't wait. No more commuting.
And you're also just going to hit the grind this summer, right? Like that's your plan? Okay.
Yep. Well, something she left out for how to celebrate her graduation is that she's taking a trip to Europe. Yeah. And she's managing to do both. So tell them about your next race.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a European Cup in Poland. So I'm gonna do a grad trip just with my high school friends and do a little Poland side quest and race there like when we first get there. And then I'll have my bike. Guess I have to ride around Europe. So I'm pretty
Terrible.
excited. I guess I gotta ride in the Dolomites, so we'll have a good time then.
That is funny. I feel like so many people do I mean, I did after me and my sister did the like Europe backpacking trip,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, oh yeah, and I'm also just gonna race a European Cup while I'm backpacking around Europe. Yeah,
Yeah, might as well.
same. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you guys, have a lot of big plans, and by big plans, I mean many hours of training and recovery. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, exploring through triathlon.
Right. What do you think? I mean, we've kind of talked a little bit about, being around all these other college age kids at nationals and, having other people your age to race with. What do you think would get more young people, more of the youth into triathlon? What got you into it? When you tell other people, your friends, like, hey, come do this, what convinces them or doesn't? Just solve this problem for everybody now.
It's tough.
At least at CU, a lot of people, when I say like, oh, you should try triathlon, because I say that to pretty much everybody I come across, like, oh, you should join the team. You'd be great. And a lot of them say like, oh, I can't swim. And that is, I think, a bigger barrier than most people would expect. And our coaches, every year, we always have at least one person, if not people, who have never swam a day in their life. And they show up to our first practice, which is Monday night swim, and basically go, teach me. And our coaches do such a good job of like those new athletes out. And so I think what's really cool about triathlon is there's opportunity to learn something new in a bunch of different aspects. Let's say you started as a swimmer, but you've never biked before, then you can learn how to bike. Or if you were a runner and you've never swam, same deal, like learning how to swim. And even if you've tried all of those different sports, what's transition?
Right.
Like that's a completely, it's its own separate entity. So I think a big draw for many people is just like, how do I piece everything together? That was definitely something that drew me in, was kind of the puzzle of it all. And also, if you like to do hard things, it's a great challenge for yourself to at least check the box and say that I've done one. And you never know, maybe you'll find a passion for it.
Yeah, I think one of the, like, definitely echoing everything that Kasey said, totally agree. But I think one thing, like, as someone who grew up doing triathlon, that would draw more people in is just, especially on that, like, youth level, like keeping triathlon fun. I think that sometimes it gets a little bit too serious in the junior elite series, which is great. I love like the competitiveness and the environment, but not everyone wants that like super competitive aspect of racing. They're just there to like see what they can do, which I think is wonderful. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about club triathlon. It's not like NCAA. It's very chill. It's definitely like what you make of it. But I think that gets people really excited about the sport. They go into it, like Kasey said, not knowing how to like swim or bike. And then they're just like, I'm just going to see what I can do. And they do just like a random local race and then they get hooked. So I think that like going back to the basics kind of like, we all do this because it's really fun.
Yeah, that is one of the things that's like really fun about club like college club, was there were people who were going to go pro or going to win or going to try and make the Olympics, and there were people who had never ridden a bike before, and we were all kind of doing the same thing. You don't get that as much, Katie. Well, I was about to say Katie has no idea about the age group scene, but you don't get that as much at the adult age group.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think you do get it more in like the professional, like with like the at like the highest level. It's like I saw this meme once and it was super true where like when you're first getting into something, you're having fun. Then you get to this middle ground where it's like not fun and you're like too intense. And then you get to the highest level where it's like fun again. And it was like funny to kind of see that graph, but it definitely resonates. And I definitely felt it myself. Like it was fun. Then I made it too serious and then it was fun again. But I love like, I didn't know about the collegiate club scene until now because of, well, really a lot because of Maya, but then also because of Miami last year I guess it was just last year when it was the first time that collegiate club was with it. And it's like, it's such a cool vibe and it brings like the high energy of it. And you can have that supporting structure no matter whether you're wanting to go and win the whole race or whether you just want to like finish and complete it and be with your friends and buddies. So I think it's super
and
cool
go to
see.
the after party. I'm just guys. They keep telling me the kids are not into partying, and I'm going to be very disappointed if you all didn't throw a nationals after party. Just
She's coming back to be the organizer.
Yeah. They also keep telling me, and the stats do support it, that triathlon is growing with the 20-somethings. It's like the fastest growing age group. It's booming. You all are running marathons. You're doing Ironmans. Do you feel that is true anecdotally with your friends? Nodding does not help on a podcast. You have to talk.
Definitely.
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, I definitely agree. Like from my perspective as the president of the club of a bunch of 20-something-year-olds, it's definitely like our numbers have increased a lot. And I've just been hearing more people, even outside of Club Triathlon, who are like, oh, I really want to do an Ironman or something like that. I feel like people just want that challenge, and triathlon is definitely challenging. So people are really excited about it.
How do people find out about your club teams? Like, do most people know? Do most people come in wanting to be part of the club, or do they like get recruited by their friends or like see a flyer? How does that work?
We have like, I'm sure most clubs or most schools do this, but we have like a day where all come out and recruit people, and we always get a lot of interest through there. But we also do we always go out, and we've recruited a lot of people through playing volleyball. We play a lot of volleyball on the quad, and people are like, oh my god, I want to join volleyball. We're like, well, perfect, this is Club Triathlon, you should join Club Triathlon too. And everyone just loves our team, so they recruit all their friends. So we don't really have a hard time finding people.
You're like the Tommy Zafiris of you're a talent ID recruit from volleyball.
Yes, exactly. That's how we hook them.
That's pretty smart. I like that. I feel like this is where a big difference is between like the two different colleges, because at CU we have people. I mean, I'm not on the leadership board, but my coaches and the friends that I have who are on our leadership board, every single year they say that they get multiple emails from prospective students or like transfers who are saying like, hey, CU, like I see that you guys have one of the best, if not the best, collegiate club program in the country. We're really interested. Like, how does this work? And we actually get quite a few athletes from kids that who did the elite junior racing or something along those lines. And then same thing with grad students. They'll look at different schools, and if they're really into triathlon, then a lot of them apply to CU. I've gotten a few that way. And then also there's just a really big endurance and fitness community here in Colorado, specifically in the Boulder area. So, I mean, there have been my least favorite 2 weeks, or I guess 4 weeks total, but 2 weeks of the semester, especially the fall semester, are those first 2 weeks, because you have 20 people in your lane in an 8-lane pool, because or more because everybody's like, oh, I want to try triathlon. And so
Wow.
it's really good and it's very exciting. And it's awesome that we have such a big population in our club. I think, yeah, anyways, it's just like the fitness is fitness community there.
That
for
is
sure.
how it worked at Cal too. And you would have 20 people in a lane and be like, well, this is open water practice, everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
breaststroke through the 50s.
Draft zone. It's
Yep.
just getting ready for open water for draft later.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Is there any, Katie, I always say we're wrapping up and then you always have one more question. Do you have any other questions? Yeah.
No further questions.
Okay. Well, tell me, guys, we'll finish up with what are you most excited about this year? And it can be your own races. It can be something you're going to. What are you excited about this year? So this is not a trick question. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about going to Europe, both racing there and just, I've only been to Spain, so I'm excited to see the sights, bike the sights, run the sights. So yeah, that'll be super fun.
Awesome.
I think I'm excited to have kind of like another rookie year, if that makes sense. Like, I'm excited to kind of jump into the deep water of DL and just see what it's like and train and kind of explore that and racing more. And then also just probably some hiking and some fun stuff here with friends. So
Sweet. Well, if you have any draft legal DL questions, you can email Katie. She has volunteered to answer all of them. Yeah. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us and explaining college and explaining, the whole scene. And I am excited that it's still growing and booming. And so thanks for joining us. And everybody, if you liked today's episode, leave us a review, share with your friends, share with all the college kids you know, and we will be back next week.
Pillar is a performance health brand developed by leading sports scientists, dietitians, and athletes. Pillar is focused on getting you to the start line in the best condition possible. My nighttime routine and sleep really became a crucial part of my life as an elite athlete in order to consistently perform in my training and racing. Even now, when my priorities have shifted, I know that a good night's sleep is key to me being at my best, whether it be training, coaching, or keeping up with my family. Pillar's triple magnesium, informed by leading heart rate variability researcher Dr. Dan Plews, has been integral to my end-of-day routine. I take it 30 minutes before bed each night to guarantee that my body spends as much time in REM and deep sleep as possible. Pillar uses a high dose of glycinate magnesium, activating the parasympathetic nervous system and ensuring that I fall asleep and stay in the restorative sleep phases for longer. This is especially important to me because I still have a 9-month-old who still doesn't sleep through the night. So I feel much more confident in being able to fall asleep faster and optimize the time that I have asleep, and so that I feel better rested and recovered the next day with triple magnesium as part of my routine. So check it out. If you want to give it a try, visit pillarperformance.shop, or for North American customers, head to thefeed.com and use the code Feisty, capital Feisty, for 15% off your first purchase.